Hey everyone, my name's Marissa, and today's lesson is going to be on the cadential 6/4 chord. To someone, let's say, who's a beginner, who has never seen nor heard of this cadential 6/4 chord, they might see this progression and label this chord as a 1/6/4 instead of a cadential 6/4 or a 5/6/4. And the reason is because it technically is a 1/6/4 chord. If we go ahead and isolate this single chord here exactly as it's written in this progression, we see that it is indeed just a 1 chord in second inversion, which is indicated by the 6/4 here. So that doesn't answer our question as to why we write it as a 5/6/4 or a cadential 6/4 instead of a 1/6/4. And the answer to that is that it all depends on the context. In some cases, this figured bass, the 6/4, indicates the inversion, and in other cases, it indicates non-chord tones. So if you were to label a cadential 6/4 like this with a 1 Roman numeral, it technically wouldn't be wrong because they're not two different chords, but it doesn't really represent the function of the chord. If you take a look here at this example of the progression, you see that it functions as a dominant chord, not a tonic chord. So it's better to write it as a cadential or a 5/6/4. Now that we understand the function of a cadential 6/4 chord, let's talk about how to make the cadential 6/4 chord. So in the key of C major, a 5 chord, a regular root position 5 chord, is a G, B, D. The B is a third above the root, and the D is a fifth above the root. So all we have to do is move these two a step up, exactly like it's written in this progression already. Let's listen to what this chord progression sounds like. First, I'll play just the cadential 6/4. Remember, it's in C major, and it starts on the 5th scale degree, which is so. It has a 4th above the bass, which is a C, and a 6th above the bass, which is an E. And you can probably hear that it wants to resolve to T and Re, the 5th and 3rd scale degree. So the cadential 6/4 is just, and that root position 5 chord wants to resolve down back to the tonic. Now let's listen to the cadential 6/4 in the context of our given progression. And while listening, try to think about what it sounds like the function and the purpose of the cadential 6/4 is playing here. The function of the cadential 6/4 is to prolong the resolution to the tonic. And by this prolongation, it strengthens the cadence at the end, so it gives the listener a hint that, oh, this is the end, this is the resolution to the tonic. And that's your cadential 6/4 chord.